as well? Okay, so anyway, let's keep going now. I'm recording, microphone's on. All right, so basically last time, if you remember, what I did was this. Basically, I presented the general form of the equation of a line, which is ax plus by plus c equals 0. Now, essentially here, where a, b, and c are numbers, but a and b cannot both be 0 at the same time. Okay, you could have one 0, but the other one then cannot be 0. And basically what this is saying is, if you were to graph that equation, sketch the graph of it, you will get a line. Will it be vertical, horizontal, or slope, or have this slope? I don't know. It depends on A, B, and C. But you will get a line. And any line you draw in the Cartesian plane, its equation can be written in this form. That's what's going to happen. So I did one example last time. I did have to stop at this one. I think there was like a mistake in it or something, but I did fix that mistake. So here what I'm saying is to sketch the graph of this line. So that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to have headphones on. Okay, I mean, in this class, like on an exam or something, I may not have you actually sketch the graph, mostly because there's computer software like Desmos and GeoGebra that could do it for you. What I might do though is have you guys, like find 2 points on the line, that kind of thing. But anyway, let's now sketch the graph of it. What's nice about lines though, what's nice about lines is once you know 2 different points on the line, you're basically set. You can graph it easily. I mean, a line is uniquely determined by any 2 points on it, any 2 different points on it. And that's what it boils down to. Now here, what I'm doing is I'm trying to get y in terms of x. I'll be honest with you guys, that's probably more work than necessary. The reason I'm doing is not only so you guys can have more practice with working with equations, but also from my experience teaching this course, most students tend to solve for y in terms of x. So I figured it wouldn't hurt to go through that process. So anyway, let's do that. So let's get y in terms of x from this equation. Okay, so as you can see, we want to get 5x. So what I'm doing first is I'm getting 5x to the other side. I want to get y all alone. So from here, I'm going to subtract 5x from both sides. I get minus 4y equals 10 minus 5x. That's what we get here. Then from here, right, I want to get y, not minus 4y. So I divide everything by minus 4. Over here, the minus 4s are gone. We're left with y. Here, we get minus 10 over 4 minus negative 5x over 4. And now all I did to get from here to here, a minus a negative becomes addition, plus that is. And I basically just interchange the order of these. I mean, essentially, I have minus 10 over 4 plus 5x over 4. And I wrote that as 5x over 4 minus 10 over 4. I kept the minus sign with the 10 over 4, as you can see. Now from here, if you think about the mx plus b, we actually do know the slope and the y-intercept. Let's get 2 different points on the line. And how we're going to do that is, I'm going to first set x to be 0, and solve for y. And then I'll set y to be 0 and solve for x. But really, though, you can just choose x to be any two numbers you want. You just have to get two different points on the line. What's nice about this, though, is with 0 at least, it makes things a little bit easier. So if I set x to be 0, we have y equals 0, right? If x is 0, 5x minus 5x over 4 is gone, minus 10 over 4. And of course, this equals this, which is of course equal to this thing here. I mean, you really don't have to rewrite it as a decimal. I did because you'll see on the graph, that's what GeoGebra did. So we have this. Yes?
Where did you get the 0 when you say when x equals 0?
I just chose 0 kind of randomly. I could choose x to be 1 or 2. I mean, I just chose 0.
Oh, so we can like pick any number?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Question? Any other questions? But again, we want to get 2 points on the line. So we can take one variable to be a number, and then the other variable we solve for. So I chose x to be 0, and then we get y. From here, I now say, okay, well now, let me set y to be 0. Now I'm going to figure out what x is. Again, I'm trying to get 2 different points on the line. Okay. So from here, okay, I have y equals 0. Then I want to figure out what x is. That's what I'm doing here. So from here, what do I do next? Well, I want to clear out the denominators. I want to eliminate them. Okay, so I'm going to multiply both sides here by 4. That's what I'm doing. Let me get the pen. No, there it is. Okay, and from here, when I multiply both sides by 4, I distribute, and then the 4's cancel. As you can see, the 4's cancel. And so now we are left with this, 5x minus 10 equals 0. Okay, so that's what we get here. Okay, so but again, we want to know what x is. So what we do next is we add 10 to both sides. And so we get 5 times x equals 10. And of course, we divide both sides by 5. We get x is 2. So now we know 2, 0 is also on the line. So we have 2 different points on the line. Now we can just sketch it. Again, I chose one variable to be 0. And I got the other variable. Okay? I mean, that's not the only way to do it. But once you get 2 different points on the line, okay, then you can see we can plot them and connect them, as you can see. As you can see. All right, good. Okay, so that's one example. I figured what I could do now is another one, and I'll have everyone try one, okay? And also, you can see also what's really good about what I did was I actually got the x and y intercept. So, okay, so that's good. All right. Now, let's do another one. So we're now going to work with this equation. That is, we're going to sketch the graph of it. Same idea, right? We want to get 2 different points on the line. So what I'm going to do is get y in terms of x. So I subtract 2x from each side, like so. Okay? Then we're going to get 9y is 12 minus 2x. So I'm getting y in terms of x. And so from here, what we can do is we want to get y all alone, right? We don't want 9y, we want y. So let's divide by 9. Dividing by 9, okay? Right, you can see there's going to be some cancellation. We get y equals 12 over 9 minus 2x over 9. And so from here, okay, what we're going to do is we have this. I mean, again, all I did was, you could leave it like this. I just wrote it as minus 2x over 9 plus 12 over 9. All I did. Yes?
Could we simplify the 12 over 9?
You could if you want.
Okay.
Good question. Okay. All right, so let me let me pause the recording. Let's got that. I just want to pause the recording because I don't want it to be too long. So